In 1920, the United States government issued a ban on the sale of alcoholic beverages. It finally ended in 1933, and over 80 years later, Americans have a hard time understanding why this would ever happen. Furthermore, no one expected anything like this to ever happen again. It did. The date is June 5th, 2019, my 18th birthday. As a rite of passage, many new adults will drive to Washington to pick up the latest, hippest nicotine device. As I got out of bed, ready to devote my life to addiction, I was met with a shocking alert.
Breaking news. As of early this morning, the U.S. government has issued a nationwide ban on all vapes. Various religious organizations have made statements claiming that vapes are highly responsible for crime and that a ban on their sale will decrease it significantly. President Trump has commented on this too, claiming that he believes that vaping has a direct link to the destruction of families.
A 28th Amendment was added to the Constitution, criminalizing the use of any vaping device. I sat in my bed, crying. How would I ever be cool now? Could I even consider myself an adult? Outside my window, the impacts were catastrophic. In the following months, many arrests were made. Law enforcement cracked down hard at first, putting people who had never committed a serious crime in their lives in cuffs. Dedicated vapers went into hiding, pushing the once publicly accepted pastime underground. This ban affected the wealthy the least, as they were able to avoid punishment by bribing the corrupt government. However, the average Joe wasn't even given as much as a warning. Within the next few years, despite the government's attempts at suppressing our freedom, scented vapors still lingered in alleyways across the nation. Law enforcement had a hard time keeping up with the overwhelming amount of criminals and began shifting focus to areas where the ban was more widely accepted. Vaping in dense urban environments was so common that police stopped caring as much, leading to the development of underground vape clubs. These buildings, commonly known as cloud taverns, became the place to go if you were in need of a quick vape sesh. They became very popular very quickly. Although the manufacturing and use of vapes was banned, people still found ways to obtain them. They were still being sold in pharmacies for their medical benefits, but acquiring a prescription was extremely hard. On top of that, the amount prescribed was so small, many people didn't see the penalties for forged prescriptions to be worth the buzz. However, with vaping still legal in Canada, people saw the opportunity to make some quick money by smuggling it into the United States. At first, shipments were small, but as the underground vape market expanded, more and more people began shipping large orders. These vape dealers, or shoe-footers, became a problem for law enforcement, who now had much more to worry about. Along with shoe-footers came organized crime. Large gangs operating out of Washington were the most dangerous, as they had the most to lose. Quickly, gang warfare broke out, turning parts of cities into danger zones. These gangs were so powerful that police could do little to stop them. As time went by, many found that the Vape Prohibition was ineffective, with prohibition agents too few in number and easily bribed. The economy had crashed and was on its way toward a second depression. Faced with nationwide chaos, government officials had no choice but to repeal the 28th Amendment with the 29th Amendment. After the prohibition had finally ended, crime went back down and America began rebuilding all that was destroyed.